Okay, these notes are going to be simple interest. We're going to talk about how to use the formula to solve for I, to solve for P, R, or T, and do several examples. So first of all, we will talk about what interest is. If you've ever borrowed money from someone and you had to pay that money back, but you had to pay back more than you borrowed, then you paid that person interest. If you buy a vehicle, borrow money from the bank, you're going to pay back the cost of the vehicle, but you're also going to pay back extra because that's how banks make their money. So for interest, it's the amount of money paid or earned for the use of money. Then you have your principal amount here. So the amount of money that you decide to borrow, that's called principal. Definitely, principal. So that's your original amount. That's how much you borrowed from someone, okay? Then you have the rate. Okay, well, if you've ever heard someone say, wow, that's a 25% interest rate on a credit card, this is what they're talking about. However, when you put rate into the formula, then you really need to change it to decimal. So the easy way that I have to change something to decimal is just to remember the DP rule. DP, Dr. Pepper. So the D is on the left, the P is on the right. If you drink Dr. Pepper, great. I don't personally care for Dr. Pepper, but this is a good way to remember converting percents and decimals. So if you have a decimal and you need to convert it to a percent, you move it 1, 2 places to the right. But if you have a percentage, which you will, you're going to go 1, 2 places to the left. Hopefully that will help you remember which way to move your decimal. And then you have time. Time is always expressed in years here. So time is always in years. I'm trying to learn how to use this. It's interesting. Okay. So even if I say 6 months, that would be expressed as half of a year. Okay, so it's always expressed in years. All right, so we're going to work through 4 problems together. You should write these notes down, and then you should upload them in Canvas in the part where it says PDF of the compound and simple interest notes. Upload pictures of notes here. That's where you're going to upload. So the first problem says solve for T, so we want to solve for time. And it says if you borrow $54,500 at an 11% interest rate, simple interest, the interest owed is $47,960. For how many years did you take out this loan? So one thing that I want you to do that will help keep you organized is to identify all of the different, that one's really thick. There we go. Interest, principal, oh, that's too thin. Just can't quite get it together. Oh, I see. Here we go. Principal, the rate, written as a decimal, and the amount of time in years. So in this particular problem, it says that you borrow $54,500. That's your principal amount. So we're going to write that here. $54,500. Trying not to cover my words. 11%, that's my interest rate. However, has to be written as a decimal, so we move 2 places to the left, and then we see that our rate is 0.11. Time, we don't know, that's our unknown, that's what we're going to try to find. And the amount of interest owed is $47,960. All right. So once you identify all the parts of your formula, now you're going to input the values. So here is our formula. Don't forget, these dots are multiplication. That just tells you to multiply. So for the I, I'm going to take out I, and I'm going to input the amount of money, $47,960 is equal to P. I'm going to take that away and put $54,500 in its place. I'm going to use parentheses for my multiplication. To me, it looks better. And then I'm going to do 0.11 for my rate. And then time, I don't know. Don't leave the t out of the equation. Okay, if you do that, then you're eliminating time. And then you can't do that. So here I have an equation. All right, we're just going to solve an equation just like we've always done, except we're not using x, t standing for time. So we're going to go to Desmos. Okay, Desmos is we're just going to use that for our multiplication. We're going to multiply these two numbers together, 54,500 times 11%, that's 5,995. Still being multiplied by t. And over here we have done nothing with 47,960. So my coefficient is the number that is being multiplied by t. So my coefficient here is 5,995. These two things are being multiplied. The way that I get t so that it's all by itself is I do the inverse operation of multiplication, dividing both sides by the coefficient, dividing this side by the coefficient. And there you go. When I do this division, 5,995 divided by 5,995, that really just equals 1. And that's what we want. We just want 1t all by itself. So I don't really want to say it cancels. It just causes it to equal 1. Then we get Desmos. When you are using Desmos or you're doing division and you're using a calculator, you always, always, always enter the top number first. Don't enter the largest number first. You enter the number that's on top. That's going to be divided by 5,995 and don't need an equal sign. So back up. What is it? Something's wrong. There we go. 47,960 divided by 5,995 equals 8. Perfect. Perfect number there. T is 8. Okay, what does that mean in the real context of this problem? The amount of time, or for how many years did we take out this loan? 8 years. And that's what that means. And that's all I'm going to do for solving for t.